Hi, I'm Kate from the Quilting Bee, and I'm here to talk about the Janome CoverPro 3000 today. This is Janome's newest cover stitch machine. You might be familiar with the 2000 CPX, which was their previous cover stitch machine. They still make both, but this is the brand new one. So there's a few things that make it a little bit different from the 2000. The biggest and most exciting difference about this machine is the top cover stitch. So this piece right here, the top cover hem guide, is what creates that stitch, and we'll take a look at that in a second. There is new and improved lighting, so we have 1, 2, and 3 LEDs compared to the 2000, which just had that tiny little light. A lot of people tended to complain that it was too dim, so they've definitely addressed the lighting situation here. We still have the free arm, so if we take this piece off, that allows you to get a sleeve in there, navigate that tight space easily. A lot of cover stitch machines actually don't have a free arm, so that's always been a favorite for the Janome CoverPros, and the 3000 still has it. We now have what's called tension level control. That's this lever right here. The 2000 had something similar, and they've improved it on the 3000. You can see it says fine and standard, and that's for like very fine lightweight knits versus standard fabrics. So it's just a quick adjustment if you need to compensate for a really lightweight fabric. It'll help reduce puckering. We also have a needle threader now, and that's really exciting because the previous machine did not have a needle threader at all. So we can tell it left, middle, or right needle, depending on which one we're threading. And then, of course, I'm not threading it right now, but you can see I press that down, pull the thread across, and then just push it right back up, and we'll see that in a second too. Threading this machine is really easy. It was easy on the 2000, and it's still easy on the 3000. So with a cover stitch machine, and this is true for any current cover stitch machine, it's just your lower looper down here. There's not 2 loopers to deal with. So really all you're worried about is this one here. And Janome actually has a knob to pull it out and make it easy to access. And now I'm just going to leave that down there, push it back in, and we're done with the cover stitch looper. I'm going to thread the needles first, so we're just going to see a regular 3-thread cover stitch, and then we'll get to the top cover. And so here's our needle threader. Right now it's already set to the right needle, so all I'm going to do, first I do need to line it up. There's a little line on the knob that helps you line it up properly for the needle threader, so you know your needles are in the right position. Push it down and it'll stay down so that you don't have to keep holding it down. Some of them are like that, but not this one. And we've threaded that needle. And now we're going to do the same thing for the center needle. You do want to be careful of this guide right here. Just make sure that your threads are separated in it. That's just helping them from getting tangled up. And now we're going to switch our lever to middle needle. Push it down and it's already lined up for us. And now we have that loop that we can pull through a second time. And then same thing for our left needle. So now we've got all 3 needles threaded and our chain stitch looper. With the regular cover stitch, you always want to start on the fabric, but a cool thing that we'll see later is that with the top cover, you actually can chain on and off. I like to take a few stitches and then just cut it, and I'm definitely going to do that right now because I have a bunch of excess thread. So this is our 3-thread cover stitch. This is the standard stitch that you're used to seeing on a normal cover stitch machine. And to anybody that's not familiar with the cover stitch, this is what that looks like. So this bottom part is what the looper is creating, and it actually has stretch to it. And that's what makes it so great for hemming knit fabrics. This is really good for anybody that wants to get into garment sewing, sewing t-shirts, athletic wear, kids' clothes. This is a great machine to have. And so now we're going to switch it over to top cover. And we don't have to unthread anything, we're just going to leave it exactly as it is, but this little piece comes down and that's going to create the top cover. So this is that top cover hem guide. It threads differently from anything else on the machine, and this is what we kind of had to learn when it came in because it is different, but once you get the hang of it, it's very straightforward. And it's kind of self-evident where it goes. You can just follow the path really easily. So we take a few stitches and then we do just cut this thread here so that that doesn't get hung up. And as you can see, I'm able to chain right off, which is really cool for a cover stitch machine. So this is the top cover. As you can see, it looks the same top and bottom. And this is what's going to really give you that professional finish. You see this on a lot of ready-to-wear garments, especially athletic wear. And so this way you can do it at home yourself. It has the same amount of stretch. Actually, I think it's even a little stretchier. And it just looks really good. Thanks so much for watching. I'm really excited about this machine, and I know that you will be too. A lot of you actually are already. We've gotten a lot of interest, so we're all really excited to demo this to you.